Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial that I've been preparing for a while. Today I decided I wanted to show you how to make another type of crochet hair clips. So I've made two versions of pretty much the same thing. The only difference here is that for the finishing touch of this one I made a chain of 3, while here we just have a chain of 1. So this is really easy to make. It's a hair clip, so at the back I'm using a glue gun to hide everything that we don't want to actually see inside. This fabric that I'm using, it's not exactly fabric, I think it's something like a polyester wool fabric. This is what it is. I'm cutting out shapes based on the bases that I've made prior to, actually after I made the shape, and when I see how big it is, then I'm placing it here and just cutting out the thing for the bottom. But we will get to that. So for the tutorial today I'm going to be using saffron unicolor by Drops. I decided I'll make a yellow version of the mint one, so we will have a yellow basis with this yellow color. Then we will embroider these flowers using this off-white color, and for the color center here, as we have this yellow one that is actually this one, and it will be on the basis itself. For the basis this time I will be using this pumpkin color. I really like it. This is the one that I used when I made this cute hair clip. Okay, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and start making our hair clip. Just before that, let me show you the hair clip basis itself. This is it. It's not too big. I think it's quite appropriate for small young girls. Let's see, it's like 5 centimeters, or if you prefer inches, that's like 2 inches almost. So for the 5 centimeter hair clip, we will follow the instructions that I'm going to guide you through right now. Okay, so here we go. Let's just rearrange a bit, starting with the yellow yarn, using a 2mm hook. We'll make a chain of 11. Okay, then starting from the second chain from the hook, we will make 2 single crochets. 1. Actually, we will work on the back ridge, because when we work on the back ridge and then we pivot to work for the other end, it will give us this nice finish here without any holes, rather than going through the back loop, pivoting and working on the other side, so on the other loop that's still visible. When you do it like that, usually there are holes here in the middle. So to avoid that, still working from the second chain from the hook, just work on the back ridge here. Make 2 single crochets. 1, 2. Next we make 8 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we've got this last chain here, still working on the back ridge. Just try to find it like so. And here make 3 single crochets in this same chain. So this is 1, 2, pivot, and into the same stitch make one more single crochet, 3. Now we repeat. We've come to the other side. This is our chain that we started with. We worked on the back ridge, so this is now the front. And here, after we've completed this 3 single crochets in the last chain, we continue with 8 single crochets for the next 8 stitches. So, and simultaneously I'm going to hide this yarn end as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's 8, and here. Then make one more single crochet in the very first one here. When we do it like that, we make sure that we have equal number of 3 single crochets here on this end, the same as the 3 single crochets that we had on the other end as well. So this is giving us a total of 22. Feel free to place a stitch marker. I prefer a strand of yarn, so let me just grab one. I'm gonna place it here and use it as a stitch marker. Now for the second row, row 2, we've got 2 single crochets in this next stitch. Let me zoom in. Okay, here we are. So make 2 single crochets here. 1, 2. Then make 2 single crochets in the next stitch as well. 1, 2. Now we make 8 single crochets again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then for the next 3 stitches that we've got, this and this one, we'll make 2 increases, so 2 single crochets in each of the following 3 stitches. So that's the first one. We make 2 single crochets here, then 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and 2 more in the third one. 1, 2, Now we make 8 single crochets for the next 8 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Make 2 single crochets in the next one. 1 and 2, and this is giving us a total of 28 stitches all around. And with this we complete row 2. Now for the third row, this is our stitch marker here. Okay, let's continue with row 3 now. We start with making 1 single crochet here, then make 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So that's 1, 2, 1 single crochet in the next one, and 2 in the following one. 1, 2. Now we continue by making 9 single crochets this time for the next 9 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's 9. Then we make 2 single crochets in the next one. 1, 2, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochets in the next one again. 1, 2, once again 1 in the following stitch, then we make 2 in the next one. Then we continue by making 9 single crochets for the next 9 stitches. That's 9, and the last one here, what we've got left to do is to make 2 single crochets again. 1, 2. Like that. And what we've got left is to make our last row, row number 4. So decide how you want to do it. If you want to go with this one and have this more curly finish, then make a chain of 3 between each single crochet. If you want to have it more like this one, as I'm going to do right now, just chain 1 between each single crochet. Let me show you. So we're not skipping any stitches. We do as follows: make single crochet, chain 1, go into the next stitch, single crochet again, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, and continue like that until you go around the whole thing and come back to the beginning here where we have our stitch marker. So I'm just gonna speed up the video right now. Okay, here we are at the end. This is our last single crochet here. Pull the yarn a bit longer and cut the excess. Let me zoom out. Remove this stitch marker yarn. This is our basis, and let's use this yarn end to give a finished look here at the end. So I'm just gonna zoom in again. Use a needle. So skip this one here, work in this one, in the next one. Insert the needle into the back loop, thread the yarn. It's just too short, but it's still working. Pull it through. Then come back to this last stitch which we made. Go into the back loop again. Okay, here. Insert the needle, pull, and we're giving it this stitch shape. Let's pull a bit more. Feel free to just use the needle again to hide the yarn some more. Gonna leave it a bit longer here. It will be hidden, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, this is our basis now, and what we have to do now is continue by making these flowers. I'm not following any particular pattern. As you can see, I've got them differently distributed between this hair clip versus this one. So really at random I just pick some places and make the flowers. No pattern to be followed here. So take the next yarn, tie a knot at the end, take the hair clip bases. As you can see, it will cover the hair clip base just enough. So take the bases, take your threaded needle, and as follows, just insert the needle wherever you like it. Make sure to have the knot in the end to secure it. Then you can decide how big or small you want to make the flowers. I'm gonna make them 2 stitches. Each petal will be 2 stitches long, so just do as follows. Insert back where you started, go 2 stitches up, or 1. This is how we form the petal. Make sure to make it not too tight, but tight enough. That's our first petal. Go back to the center. Choose where you want to go next with the next petal. Repeat the same. to the center. Let's do the third one in here. And you can choose and decide for yourself if you want to make your flowers with just 3 petals, or maybe you want to make them with 5. I like them being with only 3, so I'm gonna move on to a different location and start my second flower. Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 flowers here. I'll leave a longer tail here just so I can make a knot with the other yarn that we'll use right now for the flower centers. So let's go ahead and thread the needle with the pumpkin color. Make sure to tie a knot at the end as big as possible. Then take your hair clip bases and we will go into each flower center from the back, like so. Then we make the so-called French knot. Basically what we do is wrap the yarn around the needle, go back into the center, pull it on the other side, and with your thumb press on top to secure the knot in place. And this is how you form the flower center. and go to the next flower center with the needle again and repeat the same. And this is it. These are our flowers embroidered on the hair clip bases. Let's cut the pumpkin yarn as well. Tie a knot here in the back. Sew the front piece to the back piece. Actually, before that, we will need to make a hole for this part of the hair clip to go through. So you can either try and, do it like that, or I prefer using my scissors. So just check where it needs to go. So somewhere here. Make a small hole. And here it is. So now this is the piece that we need for the top. So let's cut the yarn excess first, not to be in our way. Position this back piece to your liking. You can cut the excess later on. Basically, once it's closed, you'll see how much you might need to cut. And you can decide if you want to use a needle and a thread, thinner thread, to sew this back piece to the front piece. Or you can do it like me, use your glue gun. I prefer the glue gun because it's faster and it still looks nice and it's still secured enough. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so grab your glue gun. Add some glue here on the bases. And make sure to press firmly. And once you're satisfied with the result, you can take scissors, bigger. And here it is, our yellow hair clip, together with the other two. So as you can see, this one turned out a bit smaller. It looks like the yellow yarn was thinner than the other two. So in this case, maybe if you'd like, you can make one more row before you make the last one, just to make sure to cover easily the bases. It depends what kind of bases, hair clip bases you're using. Here it was a bit of a stretch for me, but still I think I managed somehow. But yeah, decide for yourself. If you want to have another row, then you might need to do some more increases here, or just, you know, make sure to use a bit thicker yarn to avoid the need of making one more row. But in general, this is it. Nothing too complicated. You can choose the colors. The embroidering process is easy, and yeah, I hope you have fun with it. Try it out, test it out, see how it looks for you. And if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, because I'm planning on doing more how-to video tutorials. Okay guys, thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.